Are you looking to add to your diecast collection? Well, visit GoRacingDiecast.com. Explore one of the largest collections available with the options for pre-orders, new inventory, and the GOAT's personal collection for over 25 years. There's an option for every level of hobbyist. Ship direct. Personal custom diecasts are available. Shop the GOAT Racing merch store. And if you're a driver, apply for a sponsorship today. Turn your hobby into a passion and head on over and shop GoatRacingDiecast.com.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure to have you live at the charge. So we'll count out a great action presented by Lunatic Designs. We are getting ready for some balmy weather in the Kansas Motor Speedway area. It is the best Wednesday night broadcast you're going to get this side of the Mississippi. I am live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. If you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button like Mr. Rob Van Ness did. Consider supporting the stream any which way you can, like Budgie did. She sent 500 biddies just a moment ago. Thank you, dear. I appreciate the 500 bits. Absolutely legendary. And we are down into one of the best parts of racing that you can get to. Playoff time, the chase for the SIM500 Xfinity series presented by GoatRacingDiecast.com. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing to see. And I'm thrilled to see all the drivers get out there and put up some hard times and some fast laps and, well, you know, everything they've got going on. Let's take a look at what we got going on today. Race information for today's race is going to look as such. It will be 110 laps, no stages, 100% fuel, 4 sets of tires total. It means you hit 3 tire changes that change into 1.53 mile length racing surface here at one of the coolest tracks you got. So I don't know what to say about it. It's my favorite racetrack on iRacing. It runs multi-groove. It runs the high lane. It can run the bottom side. It can become tough to pass. It can be very racing. It's just Kansas. What can you say about Kansas? Track temperature at 90 degrees right now, 83 on the air temperature, 35% humidity, cloudy skies, 10 mile an hour wind. They're getting a bunch of rain up there in Kansas right now. We just had a big cell pass us. It missed us by quite a bit. So I'm pretty happy about that, which means you know, everything gets to be nice, cool, calm, and collected, I think. Let's take a look at sorry, I hit that button twice. I didn't hit it once. Let's take a look at what the playoff standings look like so far. 16 drivers for the chase. Very, very, very large field here at Kansas Motor Speedway. Mark Jorgensen Jr. Will lead those point standings in the chase format here for the round of 16. We have the round of 8 after 4 races as well. Jorgensen has 2,021 points. Justin Fuller, David Schildhouse, both tied for that second spot with 2,006 points. Jason Karlovich, Sean Macklin, and Brian Macklin all have 2,003 points. Everybody else all the way through 16th from Wesley Donaldson down to Tyler Dalton. 2,000 points for there. Bentley Glazer's up there. Alex Bryson, Stephen Miles, Chad Coleman, JP Phillips, Brendan Alphen, Nelson Rivera, Tommy Ryan, all in that chase format. So as things progress and we start getting more heavily into the playoffs, we'll start changing driver number colors so that way we can all see who's going to be in the playoffs. But we'll keep our format the same as it has been for the last couple of weeks. Drivers are out there warming up and getting ready to finish up this little section, get just a little bit more heat in the tires, a little practice running around each other, and definitely showing up and showing out. I want to thank Chuck and Charles Van Squake. He goes live every weekend. If you haven't had the chance to go out there and see what Charles Van Squake is doing, make sure you check him out. Go RacingDiecast.com. You can follow him on his social media platforms as well. It's a ton of fun to be able to see those diecasts he's been putting out as of late, and you know, all the success that he's having is pretty fantastic. Gage, how are you doing? It's been a while. Absolutely, it's been a while. Appreciate you. Thank you, everybody. We are out there actively celebrating 5 years of iRacing broadcast and content creation on our platform. Again, I want to thank everybody for being being cool and helping us achieve goals that we've been trying to hit for the past 5 years. I mean, and it's been really cool. It's been really awesome to see. So we thank you all. We appreciate you all very much for the continued support that we're getting. So yeah. It's awesome. It's awesome. SIM500.com if you want to be a part of any of these series. They're getting ready to start recruiting for the Wednesday Night Truck Series. You're going to go from Xfinity Series for the first half of the year, and after the season ends, you're going to jump right into the Truck Series. And if you want to see the SIM500 Truck Series or be a part of it, go to sim500.com. Make sure you register and get yourself in this league. I tell you what, they're a ton of fun. It's good. Thank you, Mr. Van Nest. Appreciate you. Thank you, sir. David Schildhouse is going to be your pole sitter here tonight to kick off the playoffs for the SIM500 GOAT Racing Diecast Xfinity Series. JP Phillips, your outside pole sitter. Tyler Dalton, Tommy Wright going to pick up row number 2. Jason Karlovich is going to be out there with Brandon Alford in row number 3. Justin Fuller, Mark Jorgensen Jr. in row number 4. Brian Macklin, Stephen Miles, row number 5. Sean Macklin, Logan Kogar is going to be out there in row number 6. Row 7 is going to be Nelson Rivera, Alex Bryson, Mike Montezi, Tom Wetmore. Out there through row 8 to row 9 will be Eric Arnold and Bentley Glazer. And then Rich Swavely, Joe Hudson there, row 10. Jeff Ryan will be out there with Robert Fryery III. Row 11, row 12 is going to be Anthony Calantoni out there with Barry Stevens. Row 13, Bobby Wetzel, the man who is going to become TikTok famous. That man got a huge hit at Bristol and it went up and over. It rolled about, just over a half dozen times and was able to still drive away. He's going to have Joey Gentina to his outside in row 13. Row 14 will be Ron Holyfield and Kevin Stone. EJ O'Rourke, Chad Coleman going to be up there in row number 15. Ross Cato. Going to have Donnie Leah out there in row 16. Row 17 will be Wesley Donaldson, Josh Parker, Jimmy Coleman, Doug Sigmund in row 18. Row 19 is going to be Brian Wortman and Gerald Livingston. Mr. Davis, thank you for the like, sir. I appreciate you very much. All the big thumbs up. Thank you, everybody, for being out there. Much love and all the killerness that is going on out there. And thank you for all the support and just everything you guys are doing. So this week will be at Kansas. Next week will be at Dover, then Atlanta, then Worldwide Technology before the chase to the round of 8. It is going to be insane. Thank you for the SIM500 for the big share out there. Appreciate that as always. Congrats from Mr. Van Nest. I love you. I appreciate you. Green flag, we're going. I wish I had these newer cars to just have the legacy cars. It's all right, man. Take your time. Get yourself rolling. We're green. Let's do it. Mr. Davis, thank you for the 500 stars. Mr. Butler, thank you for the like. I appreciate you as always. I appreciate everybody being out there doing the dang old thing. I had a little bit of a skip there. I think it was just because I was doing 95 things at the same time. JP Phillips out front. David Schildhouse back to second. Karlovich trying to make some things happen early in the early going. These are good cars to have. If you get the chance and run through your rookie license and give yourself a little extra love. I like seeing it. How about Jorgensen Jr. is going to be up 1. There's Stephen Miles in the 24. Good push here as Justin Fuller is going to be off 2. He's going to utilize that outside lane. Good run in the 05-1. Little WBD diecast on board. Custom diecasts there as well. I know Chuck's been doing some custom diecasts himself. He's looking pretty darn snazzy when it comes to it. I do like the purple car for Mr. Fuller. He's out there trying to compete for some dang old good times. I like it. Schildhouse to the inside. Tyler Dalton on the outside lane. Tyler Dalton, again, trying to rip the wall. Kansas is a racetrack where this is a factor. But how long can you hold on to it? Like Schildhouse's car, I like it. David's got Splash and Go graphics on board with the Camaro. He is rolling. Holy cow, 2,350 stars from Andrew Davis. Thank you, sir.
Andrew Davis sent 2,350 stars.
That's a lot of dang old stars, sir. Boy, howdy. Thank you, sir. That's very appreciative. That's pretty massive. That's massive on any scale. Tyler Holden to lead on the outside lane. JP Phillips on the inside. That's crazy, man. 2,350 stars. That's insane. I have to tell Scroton Board that the dinner money is going to go towards the dinner money he sent me for being just to go out to dinner is going to go towards Jess's Mother's Day present. When he sent that over to, and the extra $100 is still developing that other stuff. So, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Logan off due from the start of the race, trying to push forward. He's got Alex Bryson just behind off one. I do want to go on board with this driver and see what they've got going on. Logan Kogar, 3,500 of the I rating. Tyler Dalton to David Schildhouse. It's going to be 1-2 right now. This is 14th looking forward. 8 of 110 being completed. Absolutely legendary. Thank you, sir. Budgie sent 500 bits. We have total 2,400 stars sent on Facebook. That's pretty awesome. You got your race car. What are you racing? Outside lane for Alex Bryson. 31, Eric Arnold on the bottom. Gage, what are you racing, brother? See the 36 of Bentley Glazer. Up and out, down to the bottom. One of my favorite cars is Talking Giants 84. There's Anthony Calantoni. To be on board with that driver. He's got a pretty snazzy looking paint scheme himself. A little free right there. Drivers having touch and go moments at the bottom side of the racetrack. Tyler Dalton still leads here, just about a half-second lead to David Schildhouse. We'll see if that outside lane is going to be the magical lane. As the race leader, clean air is very important, but the draft is going to be important as well. Davis given 5 gifted subs on Twitch. Boy, you are on it right now, brother. Everybody, big dub in chat from Mr. Big Baby Davis out there. That's Andrew Davis. 5 gifted subs, 1 for every year. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I can't say that name, but gifted sub for him. Fontaine getting one as well. Watch me spaz out has got a gifted sub as well. Justin Loves Racing, gifted sub there. Angel, Arizona getting a gifted sub. Thank you. It's a junior comp dragster. It's got the GSXR 1000cc crotch rocket motor with 100 shot on it, and they say it runs 6 seconds in the 8 mile. I believe it. That's a lot of horsepower. My first motorcycle was it was a 2002 GSXR or Gixxer 1100. It was crazy. Hello from Montana, from the Elder Lucas AK. What's up, Bryant? How are you doing? How's your mission going? I hope the mission is going well, sir. Tyler Dalton to David Schildhouse. Schildhouse, your pole sitter, patient as they go. It's going to be coming out of the corner again, back straightaway. You can look at drivers trying to find their momentum. Right now, there's the 18 of Sean Macklin just behind Justin Fuller. Montesi in the 4 car, up 4. Nelson Rivera up 1. Brian Macklin's going to be off 1 here. Alex Bryson right back to where he was at when he started this race. And right now, I think the biggest mover of the race right now, Donnie Lee is up 14. And Wesley Donaldson's going to be up 11. It's the track. It could be good for Wesley Donaldson. He just has to manage where he is at. Manage where they're going. All the good things. Cover the platforms. I love it. I love it. Oh, we have a level 2 hype train. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I appreciate the level 2 hype train. We got that from the bits and the dang old gifted subs. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You guys are going to get a free emote out of it. It'll probably make 300 with the nitrous. I bet it would. Nitrous is some dangerous stuff, but it can be fun. How about Bobby Wetzel? He's going to be up 3. Going to go on board this driver because Bobby Wetzel has he's got a lot going on. E.J. O'Rourke just behind him, up 6. Wetmore to the inside on the front straightaway. This is overhead looking back and kind of becoming one of my favorite cameras. And this one right here as well. Why not, right? Why not like them all? That's what I say. Through the field we go. Chad Coleman's going to be up 4. He has Robert Fryery the third off 3 from the start of the race. And number 2 trying to push his way forward. Wetmore off 7. He's in the giggity number trying to get himself rolling. What do you think? Chop Chop Racing, Muscarella Enterprises, and of course Lunatic Designs for sponsoring Signature Esports and all that we do over here. And thank him enough for being a part of everything that we have going on. Josh Parker working the outside lane on the start of this race. He has got about an 8.5 second gap trying to close into Tyler Dalton. Tyler Dalton, quarter second, the lead between he and the 20. They come across the front stripe here to complete lap 18 or lap 17 to begin lap 18. Justin Fuller finding spots now as the 88 trying to work the outside over the 99 of Tommy Ryan. From pack running. Massive sponsorships. If you're out there and you're digging for a PC, folks, and you need a custom PC, the custom PC that I'm going to recommend is sold through Muscarella Enterprises, through Quicksilver, and all that they have going on. If you want to get yourself on, and these are not PCs that you're going to spend $1,000 on. These are PCs you're going to spend a couple $1,000s on. But if you want to save 25% on it. You can use Signature 25 as your promo code, and you'll find yourself saving some good money. One of the PCs that I had looked at had a 7950X with a 4090 in it, 64 gigs of RAM, and over 6 terabytes of hard drive space, and comes completely encapsulated and water cooled. It is a true Quicksilver system, and if you need something like that, I encourage you to check it out. I know money right now is tight for everybody, so if I have a chance to find something that is good and worth the funding for it. That is something that I'll try to continue to keep my eye on when it comes to all that. Happy early Mother's Day. I know it's going to be on the 11th very soon, but I want to make sure that we give a shout out to all the moms out there. My mom is amazing. Jess is an amazing mother. If you've got kids, even if your kids have 4 legs, be a good mom to them. How about it? Battle for the leads heating up. JP Phillips closing back in. There's the 20 to the 19. Nose to bumper. 20 is going to be probably looking to the inside here. We'll see if the outside lane is going to be able to be defendable here in the early going. 22 of 110. 19. We'll see the 20 up to side draft. I mean, you got to run close. David Schildhouse to double break into the corner. 19 will go back a spot. Schildhouse should be able to clear on the exit. We'll see if Tyler Dalton's going to have a run back to the back bumper. And Schildhouse back to the lead. That's where he started. Justin Fuller is on the move as well. So is Tommy Ryan. Kansas goes to work and goes to show just how awesome these drivers can be. Stephen Miles back to 10th, 18 of Sean Macklin is going to be up 2. Keep your eye on drivers who are off spots like Brian Macklin off 4. Would be looking to try to make it happen. J.P. Phillips back to, J.P. Phillips sideways a little bit there. Has the 21 of Brandon Alphen to the outside. Turn 4. And the 34 getting free into the corner. Good save for J.P. Phillips in that 34. 5-1 of Justin Fuller to the bottom side. Karlovic up on the outside lane. Here comes Mark Jorgensen Jr. Jorgensen has the most wins this season. 60 down, 5-1. Will poke the nose. Fuller has the grip. And he's been able to hold on to it here. He'll be side by side with the 60 coming around. Macklin rolling. Like somebody had a little bit of an off track there. It was Tommy Ryan. Tommy is climbing back up on the racing surface here. Was back to 15th. See what happened here. Oh, right there. Looked like just got free out of the corner. Here's running second lane. Just got a touch free right there. Came down, touched the grass. Stephen Miles, who was right behind him. Oh, didn't see that the 99 was still free right there and coming across the nose. So hopefully it's not too much damage for Stephen Miles. We'll take a look at the nose of the car. Caution will come out for the first time here. We'll take a look. It's like Barry Stevens had an issue. So the 24 has a little left front damage. This is Kevin Stone on the inside. Ooh, baby. 74 goes around. EJ O'Rourke gets a little contact out of that as well. Let's back up just a touch here. This is the tires were starting to really go to work. 17 bottom side. Bottom side. Well, I don't know if the 78 got a little free. Some of that was a little net code, but Kevin Stone expected him to be a little bit higher on corner exit, I think. Everybody coming to pit road. Pit lane is busy. There is the pit cones that give us all the action. There's pit road entry. And there is pit road exit as the pace car leads them around. Thank you for the clip, Budgie. I appreciate you. Everybody getting a little bit of love. The NASCAR haulers in the back there. Buddy takes right sides only. I think 4 sets. A full set. Look at that. Pit road exit. Massive right now. As everybody leaving pit lane. It's just like you see on television. RB, what's going on? First caution here, lap 27. David Schildhouse wins the race off pit road. The number 1 pit stall is pretty amazing. Chris, thank you for the like, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you, everybody, for being out there. You're all legendary. How am I doing with all these storms going on? These storms have been nuts. We've had tornadoes. We've had hail. We've had snow. We've had, you name it, Mother Nature's thrown it at old Missouri here. I tell you what, the dang old storms are there. Good, going good. I love teaching people. It's beautiful there. Not supposed to be on here, but I had to say hi. Love you guys. Much love, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you for being out there and doing what you're doing. I know that it's different, and I appreciate it. I like the frog ponder. That's the emote that we got for the hype train. It is unlocked, and now we have it. So thank you to each and every one of you. I appreciate you for doing all the cool things. Love to see the chats. Love to see everything that's going on out there. If you're one of the drivers that are in the race and you're watching this after the fact, tell me how you liked Kansas. If you are, I'm speaking to you in past tense. Did you enjoy the race that I'm calling right now? 20 to the 19, the 34 to the 21, 51, 60. Those things are going on. I am going to be getting that Connor posted in the Chop Shop Discord yesterday, and I'm gonna try to get with him and get that Batman version of my logo, so that way I can. I'm gonna put it on a shirt, but I'm definitely gonna make it an emo. We're green. Fuller right up inside the back bumper of the 34. Tyler Dalton back to the outside, side-by-side racing. The Toyota, the Chevy, looking awesome. Early holding on to the dang olds. 29 of 110. Schildhouse, J.P. Phillips, 1-2. Tyler Dalton in third. Sean Macklin has a good hard charge here to the inside. Mark Jorgensen Jr. up in that second lane. Multi-groove for a little bit here, at least for a little bit. See the 21 of Brandon Alphin searching back to the inside. Wesley Donaldson up 20 spots so far as the 83 on the bottom side of the racetrack. Donaldson trying to keep himself nice, cool, calm, and collected. As the grandstands show up, Rich Swavely having an issue. 32 on the bottom side, able to keep going. Oh, no, there's a wreck right there in front of Rich Swavely. And some drivers are going to see, Stephen Miles having to get out of there. Ron Holyfield, Mike Montezi. They were stopped in the middle of the field, and Ron Holyfield, the 2, the 4, couldn't avoid that. Who was that? Was that Josh Parker? That looked like there's Jimmy Coleman. There's Robert Friery. Was that Josh Parker? It was Josh Parker. So out of the corner, right here, Josh Parker, bottom side, pushing up and out. Oh, the 69 got into Rich Swavely there. So that's Wetmore, 3 wide in this situation. Looking at right here, Rich Swavely is as high as he can get. The 69 comes out of the corner and was trying to just be clear. Gets it to the 32, turns the 81. And then right here, watch the 81. He hits the wall. Everything stays green. Rich Swavely on the bottom side of the racetrack. They're able to get the car rolling forward. But then all of a sudden, Josh Parker right here has a right front that is broken. 14 goes around. He's going to be able to miss this, but there is a head of steam of drivers right behind him. And there's nowhere for Ron to go right there. And so Ron Holyfield just unable to do anything about it. Montezi involved. The 2 involved. The 81 just couldn't do anything there. Brian Wertman will make it to the inside. So, dang it. Second caution of the race. J.P. Phillips is going to be your race leader. David Schildhouse is going to be second. Brandon Alphin is going to sit in third. We'll see about a dozen or so drivers on pit road. Gerald Livingston in and out, just trying to maximize fuel. Tommy Rines on pit road. He's getting that right rear fixed. Rich Swavely is going to be leaving pit road. He probably just needed to double check the car. 11 seconds of damage isn't too bad, so that's good. Doug Sigmund able to make it on pit road. Tom Wetmore is going to be back in. I think he's stopping right there again. Tommy's right there. Stephen Miles was involved in it as well. He's getting more of the damage work done. Brian Wertman coming in and out of pit road, maybe just getting some checks in. 52 seconds of damage repaired for E.J. O'Rourke so far. And then Ron Holyfield out of the race. Colby, thank you for the like, sir. I appreciate you. His car leads him around. Kansas, a great racetrack. 33 of 110 so far. And we've seen a couple of cautions. All right, lights are off on the pace car. We're going to be doing the deed. Budgie's amazing. She is always about those clips. She's all about those clips. Yeah. Thank you, dear. Thank you, everybody, for being out there. I hope you're all having a fantastic night. And we thank you all for continuing to support. Follow us on TikTok if you want to see some of the extra clips that I find that are most fascinating. But it makes clips on Twitch, and I turn them into little videos on TikTok. And, not everybody has Twitch. Not everybody. I turn them into Instagram feed, Reels, and YouTube Shorts as well. So we are everywhere. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on the Twitter. We're on the X, or whatever it is called. We're out there everywhere. All right, we're gonna do it. Let's do the thing. We're going green again. Yeah. It is all about that base. Everybody holds on. 35 of 110. About a third of the way through the race so far. Macklin to the bottom side. Karlovich on the outside lane. Brian Macklin. It said, watch out for drivers that were trying to hold on. Or trying to save a little bit. Bentley Glazer right behind. We'll see Bryson in tow. This is a big field. And not only is it a big field, the drivers, they're going to race each other tight. They're going to race each other close. Alex Bryson right behind. There's 3 spots gain. How about Wesley Donaldson? You see Logan Kogar on the inside. Donaldson, 3,800 I-rated driver. Pushing up and out of the corner. 80 trying to run him tight. 91 will clear. 91 will be out there to the outside of the 83. Alex Bryson will turn into the corner. 91 down to run the second lane. Might be able to egg shape this corner. The 36 way up high. Schildhouse in second. JP Phillips, your race leader. Top 8 drivers at the end of the next 4 races. We'll move on to the final round of the chase. The chase for a championship here for the SIM500 Xfinity Series will be over in about 8 short weeks. So less than 2 months of racing left for this season. And then the SIM500 will bring a truck series over to Signature eSports. And pretty happy about seeing the continued relationship on Wednesday nights. Somebody asked me when I posted on the social. Musk, thank you for the like. Appreciate you. Folks, go follow Musk. He sent me an invite to follow him, by the way. Go follow him. Muscarilla Motorsports on Facebook. They're trying to build that brand up. And you gotta go do it. I'm telling you, you gotta go do it. Let's go make sure that we're doing that. Bam! There you go. And he shared the stream. See, there you go. And we were just talking about the Quicksilver machines, what they can do. We appreciate that. They can go out there and buy some merch from you as well. EJ O'Rourke off track here on the bottom side. He's good. Spent a little time on the grass. The car's he's probably still dealing with some of that damage. Brendan Alford up 5. Trying to boot, scoot, and boogie away. JP Phillips, David Schildhouse, your top 3. Tyler Dalton sitting back in 4th. Jorgensen Jr. in 5th. Justin Fuller back in tire save mode right now. We'll see when he starts to kick it into another gear. It'll definitely start showing up. Bentley Glazer run on the outside lane. Some drivers prefer. Absolutely. I try to follow the people that, well, not only that help us, but I also try to follow the people that are all about this world. It's awesome. Absolutely. The dang old Facebook. Tyler Dalton on the outside lane. Jorgensen Jr. trying to make that happen as well. Jeff Ryan and Tom Wetmore having a battle back here. Wetmore on the inside. The 69. We'll see the 3 on the outside lane. Jeff Ryan. And the old game fuel do. Chevy Camaro. Donnie Lee in a Toyota 13. Got to make it happen. Right behind the coolest Ford that's out there. That's Joey Gentina. He's the man behind the SIM500 series, giving everybody all the cool opportunities to make things happen. Donnie Lee trying to make the pass on him on the inside. 14 up on the outside lane. A big old hold on to your butts moment for everybody. Again, next week from Kansas. And the chase is going to be Dover. We're going to go short track racing next week. That will be at Legacy Atlanta Motor Speedway on the 14th of May. The 21st of May will be at Worldwide Technology Raceway. That's when they'll cut off some drivers here. Brian Workman on the bottom side of the racetrack. He is going to be a lap down. I think he is just giving the spots. Don't count out Brian. He is never out of these races. Not ever. Brendan Alphen, quarter second lead to Tyler Dalton. Fastest lap of the race currently 31:35, I do believe. I don't think anybody's ran anything faster than that. And it is ran by your race leader, Brendan Alphen. 31:39 for David Schildhouse. It's a close second. Mark Jorgensen Jr., 31:43. All the tire saving goes a long way. I'm telling you. 46 of 110, close to halfway. I'm going to take my only hydrate break because I need to take some aspirin. I've got a little bit of a headache going on here. So total on exciting for everybody. Give everybody a big wide view of the racetrack. And I will be right back in just a moment. All right. Thank you for your patience, everybody. Brandon Alphen out front over David Schildhouse, 6/10 of a second lead. Brandon has set sail at 5 spots. And Tyler Dalton sits in third. Justin Fuller has kicked in another gear here and has started to try to close down some of those that lap time. Right now, the lap time's fallen off about 1.6 seconds for the majority of the field. Brandon Alphen's last lap time at 33:06. His best lap time at 31:35. David Schildhouse, 33:09. His last lap. His best lap 31:39. So about 1.7 there. Tyler Dalton just ran up 33:14. And as Justin Fuller closing in 33:08 last time by. Sean Macklin 33:17 on his last lap. Well, actually, I could show you the last laps. There they are. And it'll update as they come across the board here. And 7/10 of a second difference here. 33:1 for the majority of the field. Their best time on the racing surface. There's the best laps for the drivers there as they cycle through. Through the field, we're seeing top three, all Chevrolets, Toyotas 4th through 6th. First Ford in the field is going to be 13th of Nelson Rivera. What's up? Hey, there's Nate. What's going on, Skolky? How you doing, brother? That is Nate. That is the man. How you doing, sir? Welcome back. Good to see you, man. How you doing? Nathan, Nate, you gave me a like on Facebook. You gave me all the cool things that are going on there. I had to step away. I had a headache. I have a headache, and I had to take some aspirin, so I had to step away for just a moment. So thank you very much. E.J. O'Rourke coming to pit road, 41. Hitting the pit stall. We'll see if he's going to get any of that fixed. I don't know if he's got issues going on there, but kind of the way it seems right now. You get a headache, Saki? Yeah, they do. It was not fun. Yeah, make sure you go check them out. You were playing EA College 25 last time, it says. You're a big fan. How's it going besides that? Not bad. 9 streams over the week. We're kicking butt with the dang old everything we got going on. And we're celebrating 5 years, man. 5 years. All this stuff. All this dang old stuff. So, yep. I'm playing MLB The Show right now. Computer's still having issues. It's crazy that and you're not the only person. We upgraded to the 7800X 3D over here. Changed the motherboard out. Got new RAM. And I've had more issues since we did that change than when I was on the older system. Brandon Alphen changing up the line here last time by. This time by, he's going to have a little bit of a different look here. Wesley Donaldson up 25 spots. The gains are large. So, yeah, 88 looking to the inside of Karlovich here. Wesley Donaldson in tow. This is a good. Hey, big old sub. Bungie giving a gifted sub to Skull Key. Thank you. Nate's a legend. Nate is for those who don't know, Nate is what I would consider on the racing surface and on the streaming platform, and I would consider him my closest friend. So thank you, Bungie, for gifting Skull Key, a.k.a. Nate, the legendary status there. Also, if you haven't followed Nate or Skull Key, as you see him on Twitch, make sure you give him a follow. Twitch.tv/SKOLLKEY, Skull Key. Go give him some love. He used to do a little broadcast himself. How about David Schildhouse now closing down the lane here just a little bit down to the bottom side. 21 of Brandon Alphen up on the outside lane. There you go. Yeah. So yeah, he, Penguin, and Spicy are the in that, I have to go, not really in that order, but yeah, in that order. Nate's the bestie, so to speak. And then Spicy's very good, very good fam. And then so is Penguin. They're all fam. That's the way I look at it. Good battle here. Starting to heat up. Brendan Alphen changing up the race line high in 1 or 2. Little wiggles out of the car. The 20 closing in on corner exit. Will be there side by side with Brandon Alphen. How is Spicy doing? Haven't heard from him. He streams a lot. He's been doing well. He's been doing very well. Gotta get into his streams. He streams a lot whenever he is off. Like if he works midnight shift, he'll guaranteed to dang near be live during the day. Jess watches him quite a bit, helps mod for him. But he's doing well. He's doing good. He's doing good from everything that I've seen. Oh yeah, he's having fun. All right, Wesley Donaldson gets around. Jorgensen Jr. is back in 8th. Brian Macklin just behind him. Trying to work their way forward. Sean Macklin up 5. Tyler Dalton back to 3rd, trying to close back in on the 21 here. Got to get that P2 spot. Brian Workman coming to pit lane. Is E.J. O'Rourke still getting the car worked on. David Schildhouse, 68 of 110. Yeah, man. Do you think? Justin Fuller sitting in 4th. Saving a lot and trying to close back in that gap. Right now, 1.9 the gap between he and Schildhouse. Schildhouse with clean air. Try to make this one happen. Jorgensen Jr. in tow of the 91. Back through the field. Let's go back through the field. Doug Sigmund in the 04 sits in 30th. He is the last driver of the lead lap. 19-second difference here. Stephen Miles has some damage still in the left front of that car. Off 19 from the start of the race. He was wrapped up in that one of the cautions earlier. Joe Hudson is off 8 from the start of the race as well. 49. Running the OP300. Trying to continue to push forward. Gerald Livingston. 11 spots gained tonight for the 96. Our lone Canadian out there trying to make some things happen. Kevin Stone, 2,300 in the iRating, 17, working as hard as he can. Rich Swavely in a 32. We love what Rich has going on. Oh, 80, free, 32, a little free there as well. Rich working hard for his money right now. We'll see the 80 of Logan Kogar out front, 3,500 in the iRating, changing up the line here. We'll run the Jimmy Johnson Lowe's throwback scheme on that number 80. 32, again, a little free. Back here trying to make it happen. Ross Cato is going to be up 8 in that 23rd spot. 4 spots gained for Joey Jettina in that area. Eric Arnold coming to pit road, and so is Donnie Leah. So these drivers will move up a couple of spots. Eric Arnold, and again, Leah down into that corner. Donnie Leah getting his pit stall, and Eric Arnold at 31. Doing what he needs to do here. Jeff Ryan's going to be up 2 spots in that 19th spot. The number 3 car sees Tom Wetmore in that 69 just ahead of him. Chad Coleman's up 13 spots so far. It sees Tommy Ryan trying to get back to 4th. Has been able to climb that car forward, but just needs a little bit of luck right now. As Bobby Wetzel, we'll see Brian Workman just behind him. Brian Workman at 74 just came to pit road, but Bobby Wetzel, the driver, Tommy Ryan, is trying to close back into. Bobby up 10 spots in 15th. Alex Bryson sits in 14th. That's where he started. Anthony Calantoni up 10 in that number 13 spot. 84, Talking Giants podcast. Chevy Camaro trying to make some things happen. Nelson Rivera getting up 1 spot. The 22 running a little bit fast with that 5G Ford Mustang. J.P. Phillips off 9 from the start of the race. Started outside pole. Has seen his fair share of races where he needs to continue to have those top 10s. This is one of the ways he's going to be able to try to do it. Bennett Glazer's going to be up 10. He is inside the top 10 right now. Brian Macklin in 9th, right where he started. Wesley Donaldson up 25 spots as Mark Jorgensen Jr. going around him and able to pick back up a spot. So Donaldson needing to just recollected, move forward. Jorgensen Jr. again up 1. Sean Macklin's going to be up 5. Karlovich is going to be right in 5th where he started. And Justin Fuller up 3 in that 4 spot. Seeing a 1.8 second gap, actually closing in the distance here to David Schildhouse and Brandon Alphen. Tyler Dalton has a half-second gap right now, sits in 3rd. That's where he started. Has a top 3 car, trying to continue to have that top 3 car all night. Brandon Alphen up 4 spots, started 5th, started 6th, sits in 2nd right now as David Schildhouse leads as the children going to be happy with this performance. Macklin coming to pit road. Drivers locking up the tires. Having to get down to pit road speed limit here. And it is a very calm pit road currently right now. 75 of 110. Coming around 35 laps to go. And this time by as the massive undertaking being shown out. David Schildhouse to Brandon Alphen. Alphen a little bit higher on the race line. Glazer, Calantoni, and Tom Wetmore coming to pit road. Green flag pit stops. The 17 misses his pit box there. So Kevin Stone on pit road as well. He's going to be good to go. And a backup. Schildhouse, Tyler Dalton, Karlovich coming to pit road. Oh! Schildhouse heavy on the brakes. Nelson Rivera, 34. These are worn tires for these drivers as they come down pit road. Joey Jatina, into the inside. They're hard on the brakes. And these cars are just sliding around. And so we'll see how that one fares out. Brandon Alphen, Justin Fuller, Sean Macklin. We'll see Mark Jorgensen Jr. working hard. Brandon Alphen coming to pit road. Keep your eye on pit road entry. Drivers locking up the tires. Wesley Donaldson in on pit road. And Alex Bryson, Jeff Ryan coming down pit road as well. That's crazy to see. We saw all those drivers lock up their tires coming to pit road. Justin Fuller's going to be your race leader now. And Sean Macklin in 2nd. Jorgensen Jr. in 3rd. Right now, Wesley Donaldson leaving pit road. David Schildhouse able to get back out there and run. Should be fine. Tyler Dalton, check on the nose of the car. Looks to be fine. So we'll see if Tyler Dalton is going to be able to run away. Brian Macklin just ahead of him. He spent a lot of extra time on pit road trying to make things happen. There's Chad Coleman, who sits in 3rd right now through green flag pit cycles. Justin Fuller looking to try to make a 6-second advantage work. Bobby Wetzel in 2nd as the 30 just behind. 30 trying to track down the inside lane. 19 to the bottom side. Tyler Dalton trying to make it happen. Brian Macklin just ran his fastest lap of the race, 31.74. Bentley Glazer just ran his fastest lap of the race at 31.36. Justin Fuller to pit road. Jorgensen Jr. leaving pit lane behind Brian Macklin. I'm sorry, Sean Macklin. 88, very bottom side. Justin Fuller into the green flag pit stops, having a good race. So far, so good for all the drivers. Bobby Wetzel, your race leader. Chad Coleman, 9/10 of a second, is going to run the outside lane. Bobby will be looking for pit road. Able to lock him up. Does he get down? He does. 45 miles an hour. 50 miles an hour, sorry, for the drivers, somewhere around there. Chad Coleman. Seeing it happen. As Ross Cato 2 seconds back. But a 10th faster than those other drivers that came in on 33. Ross did, and so did Joe Hudson. Bobby Wetzel, believe, might have actually gotten a penalty out of that, so he's going to be serving it. It was maybe too fast on pit road. Chad Coleman sees the 18 go around. 88's going to be there as well. Stephen Miles sits in 5th. Currently 5.8 seconds the gap. Car 82 of 110. The 24 trying to hold on to what he has. Tyler Dalton leads the field. David Schildhouse and is going to be second off of pit road. Brian Macklin at a 30, close in. Eric Arnold at a 31, came in on 70, so 4-lap older tires. Bentley Glazer came in on 75. See Brandon Alphin right behind him. Keep your eye on Jason Karlovich, Wesley Donaldson, Sean Macklin, Mark Jorgensen Jr., and Justin Fuller as all these drivers go to work. Justin Fuller came in on 79 and is going to be trying to utilize the next 27 laps to be able to do so. Chad Coleman, 1.6 second the gap. Cato there as well. Cato a little free on a little bit older tires. Sees the 99 with a head of steam. As Tommy Ryan at 19 trying to get back on the lead lap. Holyfield, Parker, Montezi, Fiery, Coleman, Stevens out of the race. As Jimmy Coleman. Chad Coleman still out there running. He's working. Joe Hudson coming to pit road. Doug Sigmund coming to pit road. Losing a lot of time to the field when it comes to older tires. So just a shot in the dark to be able to try to do something. Chad Coleman, 29 spots gain. Ross Cato, same concept. And these drivers still working. Chad Coleman this time by tires and fuel. Rich Swavely. Sees Jeff Ryan not far off, 32, trying to hold on. Little heavies on board. The dang old Ford Mustang of that 32. Coleman sees the 24 go around. 24 will be one lap down now, I do believe. And we'll have to work. Yeah, Stephen Miles seeing it. JP Phillips is 2 laps down. JP spent a little extra time on pit road himself. Chad Coleman up and out. 04 coming off pit road. That extra time, it does matter. 04 Doug Sigmund at a pit stop will be 2 laps down. That's a little bit newer tire. Ross Cato coming in. Chad Coleman making it happen. Cato again up to 30. Will be your race leader currently. Tyler Dalton leads David Schildhouse. 24 laps to go. The 19 to the 20. Making it happen. Coleman trying to have a good pit stop here. There's Cato out front, the 12. Rich Swavely, last driver on the lead lap currently, does have Tyler Dalton trying to track down Ross Cato right now. Cato, 23, will be 22 to go. Next time by, the 04 gets around. Here comes the 29. 16 seconds. Oh, yeah. Well, Cato has yet to come to pit road. He last pitted on 33. Tyler Dalton came in on 76. Schildhouse right behind him came in on 76 as well. Brandon Alphin came in on 77. His lap times are about a tenth a lap faster than Tyler Dalton and company right now. It was the 19 to the 20. I think the 19 is just trying to keep the 20 at bay for the moment. With the 20 all over the back bumper. Cato, 14 and a half, sees the 29 go around. That's going to be a lap back to the 29. Donnie Leah spent a little extra time on pit road himself. That Toyota working. Oh, no. No, yeah, green flag pit stops. Definitely green flag pit stops. Pit cycle, pit strategy for the drivers. It's going to cover up a bunch of stuff there. But if you look at it, 50 laps, 51 laps, 53 laps. Justin Fuller ran 53 laps on his cycle. 56 laps for Cato right now for the last time he's been to pit road. So the drivers running close to the fuel margin. Cato might have been hoping for a caution. I'd be hoping for a caution. Way late in the race. Kansas, again, a great track. 20 laps to go. David Schildhouse, 12 seconds the gap. Tyler Dalton right behind the 20 here as Brandon Alphin has closed in. And Brandon Alphin had a great car in the early going of this race. Will drop to the inside. 21 all the way down the racetrack. Will slide the 19. A slide job at Kansas. Back straightaway, very busy. Jorgensen Jr. there to the bottom side. Will be 3 wide here. Karlovich and Sean Macklin up on the outside lane. Bentley Glazer trying to clear. 88 is clear. 60 on the bottom side. 88 clear 2 in 1 corner. We'll see Brian Macklin rolling. Cato still working with an 11-second difference here. Brendan Alphen closing down in on the 20. Brendan Alphen to the bottom side. Shieldhouse down to try to take that lane. Throttle up. Got to be everybody. Cato to pit road for the final time, as David Shieldhouse will cycle to the lead. And all is said and done. We'll see how many spots Ross Cato can make up here as he gets tires and fuel. He's going to need it as quickly as he can. 18 laps to go. Top 3 right there. Jorgensen Jr. stepping on the gas. Brian Macklin, Sean Macklin right behind him. 88 to the bottom side. Karlovich in 7th. Bentley Glazer ripping the wall here at Kansas. And we'll make it 17 laps to go. Justin Fuller in tow as well. Trying to close in that 4-second gap to David Shieldhouse. Brandon Alphen way up the race line. We'll have a huge run on the 20. And try to turn into the corner. 21, 20 side by side, 20 down to side draft. 21 has to get out of the gas to stay out of the left rear quarter panel of the 20. And Brandon Alphen trying to do everything he can here to make that happen. Tyler Dalton watching him duke it out. 21 again. Brandon Alphen up on the outside lane. 20 runs a little bit higher. Tyler Dalton switching the lane up just a little bit. 21 trying to get a big run here. Trying to make that happen. Jorgensen Jr. losing some time here as the 49 goes around these drivers. The 30 and the 18 able to make that happen. Jorgensen Jr. Oh, the 5-1 and the 88 touch there. David Shieldhouse still seeing Brandon Alphen up on the back straightaway. 21 trying to find a way to get around him. And a big group of drivers back here still putting on a show. Tommy Ryan in the 99. As Cal Antonio onto the back bumper. Tom Wetmore just ahead. Wesley Donaldson closing in on Bentley Glazer here. 14 laps to go. Sees a couple of spots he might be able to get here. Gerald Livingston up 19 spots. Having a pretty phenomenal day here. 12 back to the inside, gets one of his gets his lap back, so he's going to at least try to track some of these drivers down. 14 laps to go. Raid coming in. Christian, how you doing? Welcome in. How was your stream? Christian Boss coming in. Thank you very much. Welcome in, Raiders. I hope you had a phenomenal stream. Hope the day was well. We're 13 laps to go at Kansas. Race 1 of the playoffs here for the SIM500 series. And these drivers are putting on a show here at the end. Green flag pit stops have shown up. And these drivers are not giving up any time to each other. Tyler Dalton trying to close back in. Shieldhouse trying to hold off the 21 of Brandon Alphen. Mr. Dudley giving us a like. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. I appreciate you. How was your stream? Christian Delgado, what's up, Christian? Jeff, we trust. What's up, Jeff? Welcome. What's up, Delgado? How are you doing? Long time. Long time. Christian Delgado out there. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Cup Iowa got into a wreck, so decided to call it a night. I get it. I get it. Iowa's was it a league race? Where's the Cup at this week? They're going to Texas, right? I don't even know where everybody's at this week. Appreciate you raiding me out, man. It was a league race. Dang, oh dang. How about the 21 to the 20, 29 to the bottom side, 21 is utilizing Kansas for what it's worth. Has gotten there. And right behind, seeing a little bit newer tire out there playing. Joe Hudson, 49, bottom side of the racetrack. Schildhouse trying to hold off the 21. Trying to keep that at bay. And right now the 49 trying to get back on the lead lap. 20 to the inside. Or 21 to the inside of the 20. Brandon Alphen's done a great job of keeping the pressure on the 20. 9 laps to go. And what's been a pretty awesome race. And right now the 49 trying to do what he can. 21 has to get back out of the throttle. Here comes the 29 on the outside. 29 ripping the wall. That's Donnie Leah. Donnie Leah trying to get a lap back as well. 49 to the bottom side. 21 back up into the wall. Has 8 laps to do it, and lap traffic is being the biggest pain. But hey, they're racing. 21 outside. 20 bottom side. 49 trying to clear. 21 trying to find a place to go. Joe Hudson on the bottom side of the racetrack. 7 laps to go. Trying to get around David Schildhouse. And the 21 again. Look at just how much speed he's going to be able to carry on corner exit here. Big run. Got to hit all the platforms. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Dang, oh dang. Brandon Alphen. 49 backing up the corner. And right now the 21 trying to charge late. 49 to the inside. The 20 of Schildhouse. Trying to run down the 49. 49 on the inside lane. A little bit newer tire. That's Joe Hudson. He came in on 83. He's been able to run with the drivers. And right now, the 20. We'll see the 21 back right there again. A little free. 49 clears the 20. And we're 5 laps to go. Brandon Alphen right there. 21 outside lane. 49 of Joe Hudson sees the 20. 21 has the nose. 21 into the corner. 49 will drop into the corner. 21 has no throttle up here. And the 49 is doing what he can. 20, 21. Battle for the lead is on. Let's go. Thank you, Nate. I appreciate you, sir. Brandon Alphen, if he can get his nose to the outside, could secure the outside lane. And the 20 doing all he can, and Brandon Alphen holding on. Brandon Alphen to the outside lane. Kansas, notorious for the line. Into the wall. 3 to go. Tyler Dalton close. Jorgensen Jr. in 4th. 3.8 second deficit. Brandon trying to make this one work. And Schildhouse trying to earn it. Quarter second, now the gap. Brandon Alphen, low line exit, trying not to settle. 2 laps to go. As David Schildhouse trying to do what he can. Cato has made it up to 18th so far since going off the lead lap. When he came off pit road, he was 26th. And that is right there. So he's been able to make up some time. Drivers putting on a show here at Kansas. 21 sideways on the bottom side. White flag waves, final lap. The last one may have got him. I think so. I think it was the weight of the world. But hey, one last-ditch effort for Brandon Alphen. Can he get a run down the back straightaway? Can he send it into the corner? Can you do the do? Final time, final 2 corners. Brandon Alphen with a huge run. Not going to get it. David Schildhouse wins the first race in the chase for a championship here for SIM500. Goat Racing Diecast giving you the action. We're going to go over your race results in just a moment as the GOAT has a message.
Are you looking to add to your diecast collection? Well, visit GoRacingDiecast.com. Explore one of the largest collections available with the options for pre-orders, new inventory, and the GOAT's personal collection for over 25 years. There's an option for every level of hobbyist. Ship direct. Personal custom diecasts are available. Shop the GOAT Racing merch store. And if you're a driver, apply for a sponsorship today. Turn your hobby into a passion and head on over and shop GoatRacingDiecast.com.
Because GOAT lives matter. David Schildhouse is going to be your winner. That was a great end of that race. This series has a tendency to put on some good racing there, folks. Schildhouse, Brandon Alphen, Tyler Dalton's going to be your top 3. Jorgensen Jr., Justin Fuller, your top 5. Sean Macklin, Jason Karlovich are going to be through 7th. Brian Macklin, Bentley Glacier, and Wesley Donaldson finish inside your top 10. Wesley Donaldson, 23 spots gained, is your biggest mover of the race. Tom Wetmore, Eric Arnold, Chad Coleman, Tommy Ryan, Alex Bryson, your top 15. Jeff Ryan, Anthony Calantoni, and Ross Cato, your top 18. And down the rest of your race results. 19th goes to Rich Swavely, Joe Livingston, then Logan Kogar, Joe Hudson, Stephen Miles, Doug Sigmund, JP Phillips, your top 25. Last driver on the lead lap's going to be Joe Hudson. Stephen Miles able to keep himself within that one lap down segment there. Usually a bad fast car.
Jason, my man.
Hold on. I'm going over the race results. Bobby Wetzel is in 26th. Nelson Rivera, Brian Wertman in 28th. And then 29th is going to be Donnie Leah. Joe Gitina is going to be in 30th. Kevin Stone, EJ O'Rourke, Josh Parker, Mike Montezi, Ron Holyfield, Robert Fryery III, Jimmy Coleman, Barry Stevens, the final drivers. Early issues for those drivers making it happen. Yes, sir. Wait, are you there? Where's he at? It was Mark. Mark jumped in here. I said, well, give me a second. What a legend. I love the dude. Oh, that was Mark, folks. Hold on. I was muted. I muted myself earlier. Thank you to the GOAT. Hold on just a second. All right, let's talk to Schildhouse real quick. See, you win the race. You get to talk first now.
I don't even know what to say, man. I'm used to waiting a half an hour.
He tried to jump in first.
Yeah, it's nice. Listen, man, we're dialed in. All right. This is the start of the chase. I told Jorg I was bringing the A game. We were just getting through the rest of the regular season, but tonight was going to be a whole new animal. I'm refreshed. I'm focused. My big work project is done and in the history books, and I'm 100% locked in on putting in the best performances that I can for the next now 7 Wednesday nights to win this championship. And tonight was just the tip of the iceberg for that. This is the form that they're getting every week. Had to battle hard, really fun battle with the 21, with the 19. About had my stomach fall out of my ass with the 49 there at the end as a lap car. Don't really know why I had to deal with that so much there at the end. Hate to see lap cars sort of influencing a great battle for the win, but this race had it all. Green flag pit stops, about died on the green flag pit stop, and that was scary too. So I feel like we overcame a lot of things, but put it on pole, won the race. 15-point deficit coming in. That thing's erased. It's got to be gone.
I'm going to look here in just a minute. Whenever they get it, I wish SDK would update the points for me, but they don't do that. It's just not a feasible thing. But I tell you what, 7-point deficit now, sir.
There we go. Chop that thing in half.
There you go. 7-point deficit. Chase is all about making the final 8, and just you have to be consistent. We're going after. I know you're talking about going after wins and going at and just to have it to lay it down. We have alternating tracks. We're going short track racing next week. We're going to be at Hot Atlanta here in 2 weeks, and then to round it out, Worldwide Technology. So we have very dynamic racetracks. We know that what we call Old Atlanta is probably the track that I'm looking forward to the most with this car, because if it's slick, it's going to be some heavy racing.
Yeah, it's going to take the best out of everybody. These are some really dynamic tracks that we go to all over the place as far as the skill set required and the way that you race them. And I like that. I think that that's going to really prove who's the best here this season in this car, in this league. And I wouldn't want it any other way. If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. And I beat the best tonight. To hell with everything that happened in the regular season, a zillion wins, all the bonus points. It don't mean anything. Pressure's on him. I feel no pressure. This is his championship to lose. That's the way I look at it. He's got it in his hands, man. He had all them bonus points, and now he's got half the points. He has half the cushion that he had coming in. And I know that's going to be on his mind tonight when he gets into the bed with the smoking hot wife and tells her that bad man Schildhaus took the win away from him tonight. He never even sniffed the lead tonight. I didn't see that 88 at all until the cooldown lap. So... that's the rivalry. It's a friendly rivalry. I love Mark to death, and I know he feels the same way. And if he was in my position, he'd be saying the same thing. That's how we're going to get the best out of each other and anyone else who wants to step up to the plate to try to win this championship over the next 7 weeks. You got to poke the bear a little bit, and maybe I'll be regretting I did that next week, but I don't think I will, because I'm going to roll into that track. I'm going to put an ass whooping on him there too.
It's Dover next week. It could be anybody's ball game because, well, Dover, anything can happen at a turn 2 and turn 4 at Dover, that's for sure. But the track raced well. Looked like you guys had a ton of fun. You and Brandon putting on a show at the end. Those final 20 laps were absolutely legendary. Watching just how much this track depends on the outside lane, to the runs that you can get, just having to use these cars to aero block.
Yeah, it was the way the car drove tonight was a lot of fun. It was on the right rear, which is how I like it. It was burning the right rear, which punished people who went too hard. But, all credit to Brandon. He was really fast tonight. I know he had a 1-lap advantage on his tires, so he was definitely a little bit quicker. But if he was going to pass me, he was going to do it on the inside. And every time he tried, all you have to do is just run that seam. And it's just so hard to wrap the bottom. You want to get back to the throttle. And the rear end wants to swap places with the front end, and you can't really do anything with it. So I appreciate him running me clean. It was a great battle. And I look forward to going back and watching it tomorrow, as well as hearing your call, because it's always legendary to hear you call a race. And it's a great way to kick off the chase, man. SIM500, GOAT Racing Diecast series is an awesome series. It's been a while since I've won here. And I couldn't have started any better for me, honestly. I needed a win. That 88 was getting way too comfortable. And so I know he's going to be thinking about this one. And that's all I could ask for out of this one. But I appreciate everyone who put on a clean race tonight. It was really clean, which I'm happy to see. Track was fun. You could run the top, the middle, the bottom. And it just had all the elements for a really good race. So big shout out to Splash Go Graphics, as always, for the beautiful paint scheme. Everybody, twitch.tv/Schildhaus. The children got themselves a win tonight. They were in huge numbers, watching it, loving it, enjoying it. Great battle. Big shout out to my spotter, crew chief, therapist, Briar LaPrade, for keeping me sane, keeping me locked in and calm there in that final stretch while I was battling with Brandon. And big thank you again to GOAT Racing Diecast for supporting the series. And you, Signature Esports Network, for providing all the great coverage as always. SIM500, man. We brought it to him tonight. That's what we had to do to start this chase, and we're going to bring it to him the next 7 weeks.
I like it. David, always a pleasure, man. Congratulations on the victory here. There's a lot more racing still left, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this one shakes out.
Thank you, brother. I'm going to enjoy it. This one's going to carry me for the whole rest of the week. I'll tell you that right now. And next week's a whole new ball game, but I'm going to enjoy it for right now and then get focused on taming the Monster Mile and walking out of there with a big old smile on my face 1 week from tonight. We'll see how it goes, but these boys got some homework to do. I'll be ready for them.
I like it. David Shieldhouse comes home victory lane 020. I'm going to throw him down there so you and Mark can have some fun. Awesome time. And Shieldhouse is kicking butt, taking names. The Alpha Chino, I do believe, is the Brandon, the 21, the Alpha Chino. I like your Discord handle there, sir.
Yeah, that's a nickname that stuck with me probably since high school. So I'd renamed it that. I'm in a couple other Discord, so I decided to do that. It's out. They call me Alf for short.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it, man. What a run you had tonight, man. That was if you could have just gotten the nose to the outside of them, and that I mean, you were so close. And we were watching the lap traffic, all of the mix there, and when you had a run on him, it got taken away from you a little bit. I don't know. It was great to watch, great to see. There was so many different elements about this racetrack, but boy, did you have a bad fast car, especially. You were one of the few drivers that I was watching that was able to just run the outside lane for the longest time.
Yeah, Kansas is always one of my favorite tracks, and I haven't raced it since. I believe they rescanned it with the new update and stuff. But it was that first caution I think we had after a little bit. I just I felt like we were all just kind of bogged down in there together, and I wanted to see what the outside line would do, and we were just talking about it with Mark and Tyler, and they're in the waiting room, just with the tires wearing and the setup. It was very loose, and I rather drive a loose setup than tight, so it just kind of fit my driving style. And then being able to run the line, I wish I tried, gave it everything I had, and just kind of couldn't make the inside line work like I wanted to, and especially the first race of the playoffs, I didn't want to do nothing too crazy because it was just so easy to get loose, and I didn't want to run both of our playoff chances the first race, so I didn't want to push it too hard or anything like that. And yeah, I mean, it was a good run, and excited for next week.
We talk about just kind of everything that we see every single race, right? Your numbers are always dialed up, right? And this was a huge boost. Most spots gained so far through this first race of the chase. 7 spots gained. You're fourth in the point standings. Consistency is going to be the biggest key, especially when everything resets again here in about 3 weeks. Dover, Atlanta, and then Gateway. Those are tracks that are dynamic to themselves. And if we have racing like we did tonight, that's a whole different ball of wax moving forward.
Oh yeah, I mean, and that's knowing I knew Gateway was the last race before we go. Down to, I believe it's 8, and it's probably, I hate racing there, so I'm trying to do all I can right now in these first 3 races, kind of build up enough cushion where I could have it gives me a way to have a bad race in Gateway, and we'll just hopefully see what Dover and Atlanta bring us. I know Atlanta's a wild card in itself anytime you go super speedway racing, so hopefully we can keep this momentum going, roll it over into next week.
Oh no, you're running Hot Atlanta. There's no super speedway.
Oh, it's
it's Hot Atlanta. That's what. Yeah.
Well, that's
even better.
I was thinking, yeah, this may have been crazy at work. It's Derby week here in Louisville, so everybody's all checked out. So, but no, that actually changed it up even more then right there. So I like the old Atlanta with the tires wearing. So
yeah,
I didn't know that.
They need to change it. We have Atlanta Speedway, Atlanta Motor Speedway now, the new one, the super speedway stuff. But they just need to change it from Atlanta 2008. Just call it Hot Atlanta. Just call it. Got the bumps. It's got everything it needs.
Hey, I like that. Where do we sign the petition at?
Right?
Get that changed.
We should all do that. Brandon, this was the Alpha Chino. I've got to hold on. We got to go in and edit SDK to have the Alpha Chino in your driver information. Hold the phone. It is a real thing is about to happen. Hold on. I like being able to do this part. So,
Oh yeah, man.
There we are. Dun, dun, dun.
And I forgot too. I changed my Discord name and forgot about that. That's what you said. I looked over.
I looked at it and I was like, all right, let's go. Let's see if it'll update. Does it update? Oh, it didn't update the right way. Hold on. It put it in the iRacing overrides, not the. Don't put it in the out. We don't want to do that. We want to put it in the other part. Suffix. Bam. Ha! There it is. I love it. There it is.
I like it.
There it is. All right, brother. Congratulations on P2 tonight. We'll make sure I get down to talk to Tyler, but we're on for some awesome racing over the next couple of weeks, and it's a good start to the chase here for you, man. Give your shout outs at a P2 tonight.
Yeah, man. I'd like to give a shout out to Joey and everybody in the league. I always look forward every Wednesday to coming, man. It's always fun with how competitive it is. So it's I always enjoy coming in here. Then give a shout out to you, man. Appreciate everything you do. I always enjoy going back to watch the broadcast. And also give a shout out to teammates Alex Bryson and Stephen Miles. So, man, shout out to them, and look forward to Dover next week.
It's going to be insane. I actually spelled it wrong. I didn't put the F in there.
It's like Al Pacino, but it's Al Pacino.
I put P. I put P. I put PH like it was your last name, instead of ALF. Yeah. Hey, I mean, it makes sense. You know, English is a hard language. It's terrible. All right, brother. We'll see you next week. Congratulations again.
Man, I appreciate it.
You too. That's Brandon Alphin coming home in the Alpha Chino. That is so good and safe. We love it. Tyler Dalton comes home P3 tonight after leading some laps. Duck Dodge and Dive Dodgeballs people. You were waiting for them to duke it out even harder. But a P3 tonight. You started third. Man, what did you need? David was fast. You were fast. Everybody was fast. Everybody was just. I mean, you were right there.
Yeah, started third, finished third. I think you could say I was probably a third place car. I didn't have the short run speed. Felt like I was pretty good on the long runs, but on the short and then right in the middle for like a 10-lap period there, I just couldn't get the speed out of the car the way that David was, especially in 3 and 4. David just had me covered there in 3 and 4, and I hate the contact between me and David coming to pit road. No, normally I'm used to David coming down there and being, pushing the limits on pit road entry and just nailing the speed. So all through practice, both times I tried to pit, I'd hit the cone because the brake bias was too high. So I dialed a little bit of rear brake into it, trying to get it to turn when I braked, and it did. I had it full turn right, and it turned straight left into him, and I was happy he was able to save it, and it didn't damage either one of our cars.
I was going to ask about that because when I looked at it from a head-on point of view, and it just looked like, we watched driver after driver coming on pit road, just locking it up. We had Joey. I think Joey went around a little bit, and there's just drivers having that tire wear sliding into pit road more so than stopping onto pit road. I wasn't sure what happened from the back point of view of that, from your point of view. So, it's a great way to get perspective on that. Pit road here at Kansas, it goes from 180 plus miles an hour down to, trying to hit that 45, 50 mile an hour mark to be able to maximize things. You're used to, you talk about David being, you're used to David trying to maximize there. Now that we're in the playoffs, do you have to kind of find those little things to be able to have that advantage going forward?
Yeah, I always feel like when it's coming to pit road, the drivers that are really going to make up time And that's something that I've tried to work on before, pushing that limit without getting the speeding. I know about how fast you can be at the line. And if David wasn't there, that was going to be the perfect pit road entry. I would have gained a ton of time. Unfortunately, David was there, and I had to pit that lap. I was going to run out of fuel if I didn't. But it was just such a balancing act, because if you had the brake bias too high, it wouldn't turn, and then you would hit the cone. But apparently, if you had a little bit just a tiny bit too low, as soon as you got on the brakes and locked up a tire, it would just turn you hard left. But it was going to be easily recoverable. But unfortunately, like I said, David's car was there. Luckily, as soon as the contact happened, I'm not one of those that's just going to drive through him. So I slammed on the brakes, let him straighten it out, and no harm, no foul. Luckily, it just probably cost us maybe half a second or so. But yeah, I'm glad that didn't really mess up either of us, and happy to get back out there and get a third place finish.
Third place, pretty darn good. And as playoffs start and playoffs begin, 6 spots gained for you, fifth in the point standings. There's a lot of great tracks. I talked about it with David. I talked about it with Brandon. There's a lot of great tracks coming up, and consistency is going to be the biggest key here, because one bad race at Dover or Atlanta or worldwide can really, really be detrimental to what is a tight point race all the way through the final 16 drivers here. You got to be in the top 8, and so what's your game plan looking forward to be able to put yourself in contention to be able to have that some of those final spots?
Yeah, when it comes down to top 8, I think you can afford one bad race, but it's going to be hard to make up 2 bad races. So obviously you want to go out there, and the more you can have finishes like this where you're in the top 5 or top 3, that gives you a little bit more of a buffer if you do have a bad race. So we have some tracks coming up that I feel pretty good at. So I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully we can get into that final 8.
Championship 8 is going to be insane. A chase format. It's been a while since I've called a chase format, so it's kind of nice to not see the round of 16 to the round of 12, the round of 8, down to the championship 4. I like this format when it happened for a little bit, and then I kind of wish NASCAR would change it up again. Maybe go back to the chase, or maybe go to an all points. But I don't know. I don't know I don't know how they could make it any more interesting than it is. But with the chase format here, what's if you're going to pick a track here that you're going to? I didn't ask the other guys this. I'm asking Tyler Dalton, because Tyler Dalton has won on this platform, and he's won in this series. And if you had to pick one of the next 3 tracks, whether it be Dover, whether it be Atlanta, or whether it be Gateway, which track are you kind of circling and saying, hey, this is kind of my track?
Well, I like to say I'm pretty good at all 3 of them. I think Gateway is one of the sneaky tracks I seem to really normally, as long as the setup is loose, then I'm usually really good at the flat tracks. So if we get a loose setup at Gateway, I feel pretty confident there. And then if we make it to the round of the 8 there, of course, Homestead and Charlotte and Iowa, all 3 of those tracks are probably my top 3 best, some of my top 3 best tracks. You got Talladega thrown in there as a wild card, but the back end of the schedule definitely fits my driving style. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. The beginning of the season was a disaster, so I'm glad that we were able to recover and get into the top 16, and now hopefully we can get into the top 8 and contend for the championship.
I like it, Tyler. You're always a pleasure to get the chance to talk to, and it's great to see the series have the success it is with the large car counts, and on top of that, some fantastic racing throughout today's race. Give a shout outs, man. You get a P3 finish. This was an epic start to the chase.
Yeah, I was obviously want to thank the sponsors, WBD, Diecast Customs, and all the guys here at SIM500. But I also want to say that I'm not sure I'll be interviewed or not Monday night on that broadcast, but this upcoming Monday would have been my father's 63rd birthday. He passed away last year, and I just wanted to dedicate that 3rd place to him. Going to be running a special car with his picture on it and stuff on that Monday night race. So definitely want to dedicate that to him. And I was thank you for putting on the broadcast.
Tyler, much love, brother. Always a pleasure. And my thoughts with you as you go through Monday.
Thank you.
That is Tyler Dalton coming home in P3, and is an absolute legend. I did hear you. I did hear you, Mark. Okay.
Yeah, brother. Hey, what's going on, man?
Everybody say hi to Mark.
Yeah, I was like, damn, he must be up there, getting ready to talk to David and whatnot. But hey, it's all good.
No, I forgot I muted myself earlier in another Discord, and it transferred over whenever I transferred in. Matterud, real quick, thank you for the like out there. That's James Matterud, the Bear. Much love to you, brother. How are you doing? Did you hear what David had to say? I'm trying to fuel this rivalry.
Yeah.
That's all I'm doing.
Oh, so whenever he was in there giving his interview, I kept on sending him messages on Discord. Eat it, all that good shit. And I told him, I was like, a loose set gives you a fighting chance to keep up with me type stuff. So it's a fun rivalry, right? I love the guy to death. I don't want to get beat by him, just like he don't want to get beat by me. We'd rather see somebody else win if it's not one of us. But no, in all seriousness, man, he's just a hell of a talent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever listen to him when he tells you that he ain't good at whatever. That's a bunch of bullshit. And the guy's good. I really do think that we raced around a little bit here and there throughout the season and whatnot, but I mean it doesn't matter if he's a couple seconds out in front of me or vice versa. I really do feel like we're pushing each other to get better, and that's what it's all about, man. I'm learning so much these last few weeks and whatnot, how to drive this car and be patient and hold the bottom going through the corners and all that stuff. And it's paying dividends. I mean, I really thought I had a shot to get up to the top 3 to be able to talk to you and whatnot. But that wall was my kryptonite in 1 and 2, man. I think I got a hold of it like 3 times and it just sucked me in. It didn't matter if I stabbed a brake, slowed down to 10 mile an hour, whatever. I could not get off of it. So you basically just had to ride the wall all the way around, and 4 or 5 cars get by you. So you got to pass them again. That kind of sucked. So kind of had the wind taken out of my sails whenever it happened that 3rd time. And because I really thought that I was going to be able to get by Tyler there at the end to get 3rd, but hey, man, still had fun. I mean, what a hell of a track to race at in these cars. That was fun.
And everybody put on a show. Ron said, sorry for causing trouble. Sorry to Mike. Ron, you didn't do anything wrong. With that caution that happened with you, that was everything that was in front of you, and there was just nothing you could do about it. So, much love to you. In my opinion, I can go back and look at that. But I think you were just fine. Was it lap 30?
Yeah. Ron is one of the most respectful guys out on the racetrack.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to say no names or whatever, but for somebody to key up and just kind of give Ron some shit, due to whatever the case might have happened because cars were crashing in front, it's like, come on, man, it's a race. It's going to happen. Everybody's not running with the best top of the line computer with graphics and whatever. I know I'm not. So, if something happens like several cars in front, I can't see it until it's almost in my lap. And, it just kind of chaps my ass when guys get onto each other. It's like, come on, man, the guy's one of the most respected guys on the racetrack.
So here's from Ron's point of view, real quick, folks. While we get here, Ron has the 4 to the outside. There's the 3 there, and then he's got a good run right here, right? But he does not. He's got nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. I'm telling you, folks. This is where Josh Parker had a right front broken, and just nowhere to go. Like, he's trying. He just nothing he could do there. That car was doing 50 miles an hour. These guys are doing 180 miles an hour.
I was just about to say that, man. These cars do not stop right now. I mean, it takes a hot minute.
Ron running his line behind Mike Montezzi. There's a little bit of smoke, no caution. Everybody continues to drive. He's 3 wide, and all of a sudden there's a car in his lap.
Mm-hmm.
Reaction time. Ron, you didn't do anything wrong. In my opinion, I don't think you did anything wrong, sir. I think that is it's an unfortunate set of circumstances that fell in your lap. That's what I think. So if somebody was giving you a hard time, I think I appreciate you apologizing. I think it's big kudos to you for apologizing, but I don't think you really had anything to apologize for. I think it's a big racing deal and something just happened. It's unfortunate. It is really unfortunate. Now, if a caution flag comes out prior to that, I think you're slowing down. I think everybody can probably make it through that, but there was no caution, so those things happen. But
hey, it's part of it.
It is.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Let's see. What else? Anything else? Yeah. Man, we're going to Dover next week.
Looking forward to it.
It's going to be fun.
I love that track. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's going to be high banks, fast pace. Hey, man, you know how that track is. It's a self-cleaning racetrack, right? So if anything happens, guess what? It's going to go track to the inside wall. So looking forward to it. Hoping that, we can put on a good race there. Dover is a really good track for us in this league. So, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm sure I'll be turning some laps at some point throughout the week just to try to get my mind right on Dover. That's like I was talking to David, man, hey, if he wants to go out and win all these races in the first 4 races of the playoffs, by all means. Where it's going to be at, man, is making that top 8 and battling it out for them last 4. And I tell you what, man, we are going to put it on them.
It's what he said about this one. He wanted to start this one this way, and yeah, I get it. I like it. I like the fueling, the poking the bears. And I know he said that, but it's kind of one of those phrases that I you got to poke the bear every once in a while.
And I love competition. It's great. Bring it. Everybody needs to bring it. I think David cut like the points lead that I had right in half just about. So that's awesome for him, man. I give David so much crap, especially in qualifying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, you must have stepped all over it again tonight, David. You qualified back there at the back. And I thought we had the same scenario going tonight because once I got done putting my lap, I was paying attention to him.
Yeah.
Never even noticed what lap he put down, whatever. I just saw that he ran a 3, I think it was, and he was about 14th and 15th. And it's like, God dang, man, this guy must have screwed up bad or whatever. And then as soon as I got done talking, I looked at the top of the board and there he was with a 9. It's like, holy crap.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, well, that's good for him. So, hey, man, he got the pole. I don't know if he led the most laps. I went to Brandon, to qualify pole and then win. I mean, that's awesome. It's a good feeling. I've done that a couple times. So congrats to him. Well deserved. Tell you, man, these guys are good. And a lot of fast guys in this league. And I freaking love it, man. It's just I look forward to it every single week, man. And I give Joey crap every now and again, like, damn, man, we need to be racing every freaking night, man. I love so much in this freaking, and I love it, love it, love it. Man, the thing that I just realized, usually I'm either on the hook or I'm winning. You know what? I finally finished the damn race. I mean, obviously I didn't win and whatnot, but hey, I didn't finish on the hook.
That's a plus. Plus you had 0 incidents.
Yeah, I mean, that's always good. Yeah, I mean, that's always good. I just wish I had a couple more spots.
A lap led.
Yeah, I mean, oh, did I? I don't even recall that.
No,
but,
you didn't. No.
Man,
that's what I mean. Is that you needed to have a lap led? That'd have been a point for you.
Well, what I needed was man. I tell you what, I was putting a lot of pressure on Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
In race, I keyed up and I was like, all right, Brandon, come on now, I'm counting on you. And then after the race, them guys was in the waiting room. I was like, hey, you let me down. I say, you should have shoved David firewall deep off into the corner, man. But like I told David, man, when I knew that, my chances of finishing in the top 3 weren't going to happen because I kept on getting into the wall and all that nonsense, I just paid attention to the relative.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, God dang, man, lap after lap after lap after lap. David was like 2/10, 3/10 behind Brandon all the time. And I was like, God dang, man, Brandon might pull this off. And, I was giving David a little bit of crap. I was like, God dang, man. I said, I figured you would have drove up there and just, took it from me. He's like, oh, man. He goes, I was being patient, just biding my time. And it just worked out. So, like I said, the guy's got a lot of discipline. really good. And I mean, I think that goes for a lot of guys in this league. When you're on it, you are on it, man. You're nailing your corners, you're nailing your lines, all that stuff, man. You just honed in. And I thought I was honed in, and then turn 1 and 2 would happen.
Right. No, you guys are.
But
you guys put on a show, man. You put on a show.
always last, always last.
Now David did. He led the most laps. 38 laps led. 28 for Brandon.
That is good for him, man. Qualified pole, most laps. You know what would top it off is if he got the fastest lap.
He did not.
Oh my goodness, David, you left a little bit on the table there, buddy. I'm disappointed in you, but I mean, that's awesome, man. Like I said, I love David a lot. You know, we've ran a lot of league races together over the years, and to have him be a part of SIM500 is just truly amazing. The guy's quick. I mean, he's really, really quick. You know, especially on Monday nights, and that's something that we struggle with the Cup car. But you know, hey, that's all right. We got these B cars figured out. But man, I just need to try to figure out what I need to do to get a little bit better. But always looking forward to the challenge.
Gonna be a blast. Fastest lap of the race, Donnie Lee, 31.222.
Oh wow,
that's pretty fast considering how much the cars landed on the right rear. 12 lead changes, only 2 cautions. It's not bad.
Amazing race, great stuff.
It's good. Mark, much love. Always a pleasure, brother.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate it.
Yeah, he said that you might have to have an issue, and say, I can't remember how David put it, but he said that mean old Shieldhouse took it away. He's gonna go tell his wife now.
Oh yeah. You know, I mean, she come in here earlier, you know, and whatnot, but yeah, I have to break it down to her that, you know, hey, I got outperformed by another guy. You know, it happens. You know, I can't win them all, but I'm telling you, man, just that rivalry that me and him have. You know, I know that, you know, we did a little bit of racing there at the early going, but you know, you try to, you know, I feel like, you know, I got a single monitor. I've raced on a single monitor for ever since I started iRacing, you know, 12 whatever years ago, whatnot. And one of these days I'll break down and give me a better computer setup, triples, whatever. I know David's running triples, but when you're on a single monitor, man, it's really, really hard to see that guy on the outside of you. And I always try to pinch my car off and hold that bottom line as best I could. And, you know, and I end up giving guys on the outside too much room. And, you know, that it kind of happened between me and Dave. You know, he got back around me, whatnot. And, you know, again, he just kind of drove off. So, I mean, he was fast. I mean, the guy's smart, you know, just kind of listen to his comments and whatnot. When me and him was talking in Discord, you know, about being disciplined, and, you know, the things that he was feeling of the race was the exact same things I was feeling, and just listen to him, what he did to counteract that and whatnot. You know, the guy's in tune with the sim racing, man. And it's neat to have those guys to be able to bounce ideas off of and try to figure out things to get better. You know, me and David, we talk all the time on Discord throughout the week, you know, just kind of little friendly banter back and forth, right? You know, kind of giving each other some crap and whatnot. And, you know, just putting a lot of pressure on each other. And like I said, I just love him to death, man. Glad that he's here. Forward to it. Hey man, if he's the one with the trophy at the end of the year, then so be it. The bigger thing is just have fun. That's what it's all about, man. Have fun. You know, make online friends, get out there, beat whatever, you know, win races, you know, all that good stuff, man. It's just fun, but really, really hoping that we can pull it off. Like I said, man, there's a lot of freaking fast guys. Really not thinking a whole lot to it. You know, we'll be focused whenever it's cut down to 8. And you know, at that point, we'll see who the competition is. So we got 3 more races to do. Forward to it. You know, hey, if I can't win, just got to race smart, make sure that I don't put myself in some tough situations. I know last week was great, you know, won at Daytona, but then the 3 or 4 weeks prior to that, man, just wrecks. And, you know, I had some really good finishes, and I just made some poor choices and whatnot, and just wrecked myself. But, you know, we can't do that in the playoffs, right? You know, you have one bad race, you know, you might be able to get away, you know, especially with all the bonus points that I had. But if you got 2 bad races, then you basically just wrote yourself off of the advancing to the next round. So you definitely got to race smart. You got to know who you feel is going to advance and just race those guys with respect and whatnot. Because last thing you want to do is turn somebody and take their chance away. And then now you go into the last 4 races, and then they pay you back. So it's just part of it. So
Right.
Hey man, but I guess 0 incidents. Obviously I didn't get into nobody, didn't ruffle no feathers. So I mean, always good. That's a good way to start. P4. I mean, I'll take it.
I like it. I like it. All right, Mark. I got into the stream, but you're always a pleasure. And I know that Budgie always enjoys your energy. So, brother, give your thanks. You give your shout outs. Normally, I don't interview 4th place. We're good.
I'll tell you what, maybe we need a new tradition. You know what I mean? Maybe interview the top 5. I don't know. If you got guys like me that get long winded, I don't know if that'd be a good idea. But first and foremost, Goat Racing Diecast for sponsoring the league. Charles does an amazing job. Again, guys, Goat Racing GoatRacingDiecast.com. There's a diecast out there that you want. I'm sure he's got it. I'm sure he's got plenty of everything. So appreciate him for sponsoring the series. Signature Esports for the broadcast, man. Love them, like them, share them, follow them. Jason, I appreciate what you do for us, man. It's amazing to go back, whether I win or not. It's always amazing to go back and just watch the races. I love your style. Man, to do it yourself up there in the broadcast booth, that's freaking amazing, man. I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention, but I believe that you got some kind of award, 5 years. Am I going in the right direction? Am I wrong?
Yeah. So this is May 2nd will be officially 5 years as a content creator.
Wow.
I've called over 1,400 races on iRacing. And it's crazy to think. And I hit, what's funny is that I hit the 1,000 mark last year, and I've almost doubled up my streams since then.
Wow.
And so we'll be at before the halfway part of this year, I'll be at over 1,500 streams.
Wow, that is freaking amazing, man. I tell you what, man, I can talk, right? But I don't know if I can do this broadcasting stuff, man. I tell you what, I'll leave that to the professionals like you, and I'll just stick to driving these cars. I think I excel at these cars. I couldn't do it, man. But congrats, that's freaking awesome, man. Holy crap, man! Over 1,400 races, man. That's something else. But
yeah, it's insane.
Just an amazing job. But so congrats to you, SIM500, all the admins. I'll tell you what, man, I love Joey to death. He has kept up with me over the years, because I used to run with him years ago, kind of got burned out. It's one of those, you keep on getting wrecked out, whatever, well, instead of opening up your mouth, hey, sometimes you just need to kind of take a break from it, right? Get your thoughts back. But Joey always kept up with me over the years, on Facebook Messenger. Every now and again, man, he'd shoot me a message. And, man, I appreciate him for to doing. I'm back. I'm telling you, man, that son of a bitch is going to have to put up with me for years to come. I'm glad to be back. I love it. I don't care if I finish on the hook every freaking night, man. I love it, man. I just like racing with these guys. All the guys in Discord, man. Joey, Joe Hudson, Brian Wortman, Jimmy Coleman, John Fowler, Shannon Wood, Doug Sigmund, Doug Roth, Ross Cato. All those guys, man, I tell you what, they're very mature. I'll tell you that, man. Shit's going to happen, but, they kind of say their little 2 cents in Discord, and that is it, man. I mean, for the most part, it's quiet. Everybody is hunkered down and focused racing. I mean, I might be the youngest guy in the group. I don't know. I'm only 40, but, man, I tell you what, I still got to have my precision focus, right? In order for me to beat guys like David and Brandon and Tyler and Justin and both the Macklins and both the Ryans and, the Bobby Wetzels and the Wesley Donaldsons, all these guys in this league, I'm telling you, man, they're good. And to be able to run consistent and fast, you just got to be focused. And, it's nice to have that quietness on the Discord. But other than that, man, Smoking Hot Wife for letting me do this just about, on Mondays and Wednesdays and Sundays. Yeah, I mean, we're going to be watching the broadcast here in a little bit, cuddled up beside each other in bed, and she's going to have to see fucking David Shieldhouse fucking won. That son of a bitch, fucking blah, 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 whatever. I got some words for him, but yeah, babe, we didn't get it done tonight, but it wasn't from lack of trying, but David's been on it, and we're going to bring all the heat. I hope he's ready for it. We're going to have, I really want it to come down to just me and him in the final race of the season. And nobody else has a shot to catch us in the points. We just did that good, and everybody else has some bad luck. I really want it to just come down to between me and him. And may the best man win. But huge congrats to David tonight. I love that guy. He's just a blast, man. Just that nice, friendly banter, rivalry going back and forth, and we're gonna keep it going.
I like it. All right, Mark. Much love, brother. I appreciate you. Always a pleasure to get the chance to talk to you. Hopefully, we get the chance to talk to you next week at Dover.
Oh, absolutely. I appreciate it, Jason. Take care, brother.
Always. That's Miss Jorgensen coming home. P4 tonight, and normally we don't do it. Apologize about the colorful language. It's all good though. I love it. David Shieldhouse gets the win tonight. Starts on pole, leads the most laps, gets it done, and he and Jorg are going to be. I tell you what, it's going to be fun to see. You just finished stream on Fortnite with the boys. It's awesome, brother. How was your stream? Did you guys have fun? Did you win? Did you get anything good out of it? I mean, I wish I could be a Fortnite guy. I'm not a Fortnite guy. And I do game, folks. I game. I have gaming streams. I game with the missus. I mean, I had a gaming PC long before I decided to invest in making this what it is. And it's crazy. I do media. That is what I do. Construction during the off season, media and photography and videography and printing and all kinds of stuff during our in-season. I'm in the tourist community, so there's some things. So it's great. Normally average 3 or 4 a night. Nice. So yeah. The weather missed us. I'm pretty happy about that, which means hopefully it's not too wet tomorrow for what we've got going on. Outside of that, man, I extended the coverage here. So we love the colorfulness. This league is a pretty fantastic league. Thank you to GoRacingDiecast.com. The drivers hit it on it right on the head. SIM500 does a great job as well. Joey and the crew putting in some time. Hashtag time in, right? And outside of that, everybody else is just, I mean, they really did put on a good race tonight. They made Kansas look like it's supposed to, and it was a fun race to call. And if I didn't hit drivers enough, apologies about it. We try to do what we can to make sure that we go through the field and we see the battles. And just the last 20 laps of that was crazy to see. When it came to from the green flag pit stops, just kind of how everything cycled out. So it's pretty awesome. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the race. I enjoyed what these drivers are doing. We'll continue to press on and press forward and continue to do that. So thank you very much to everybody with all the kind compliments about the 5 years and whatnot. I'm a huge fan of iRacing and calling races. And I didn't think that I'd be doing this for 5 years. That's for sure. So, yeah, it's nuts. I do enjoy gaming. If I ever decide to stop calling racing, we'll try to change the name from Signature Esports to just Signature, and we'll go on to just gaming stuff and whatnot. But that's hopefully that is not something that happens anytime soon. I want to make sure that we continue to provide not necessarily a service, but a way to continue to grow iRacing as its simulator, and as it is, it's pretty awesome. I enjoy driving in it, but more importantly, I like making sure that I keep up on these drivers and keep up on what NASCAR is doing and what iRacing is doing to ever improve what's going on here. So we thank everybody for being out there. Pat's fan, Bollinger, much love to you. we're going to be working on your video. We've got a video for you this week that we're going to be trying to tackle in the midst of all the races are going to be going. Tomorrow night, Dirt Series Racing. It's going to be a blast over at Chop Chop Racing, who sponsors Signature Esports as well. Thank you to Lunatic Designs. Of course, thank you to Muscarella Enterprises and all that they have going on. Man, oh man, we're in the playoffs. It's insane. Be good, be safe. Be kind of one of the most important factor of life. Budgie, you're amazing. Thank you very much, dear. I appreciate you as always. And hopefully we'll see you all tomorrow. And we'll get some dirt. We'll get our dirt on. Much love. Thank you, Budgie. Peace.